here. How did you experience the 60 scoop?
I didn't fully understand the 60 scoop effect until I was in my adulthood. I was adopted into a Dutch family. They were very loving and caring parents, but they didn't really have any resources or connection to an Aboriginal community, so I lost a lot of my Aboriginal culture as I was growing up.
Did you ever return to your community, and how was it to adapt to the different community and family?
I did return back to my community in my late 20s. I had met my birth mother when I was 23, and then ultimately went back to my reserve later in my 20s. And it was difficult for me because my community didn't really see me as a community member, and there was a lot of trust issues. It wasn't until they realized that my mom was an elder from the reserve and that I was her long lost daughter that finally the community opened up and accepted me and started inviting me to community events and just to be part of the community as a whole. But it did take a long time, and it was something that was done over years, not just over a few months. So.
What are your hopes of Aboriginal people working alongside social workers in the future?
I think it's important for social workers to concentrate on future generations of kids that may be in the system today or that are out of the system. I also believe that there more education for social workers or teachers and health professionals is important. People have to understand that one's culture is really part of their identity, and if they don't have the source to find that culture or find out about that culture, it's a great loss. I know as a 60 Scoop survivor, I hope that the actual civil lawsuit that recently was just won, I wanted the win to acknowledge what happened to me, but the actual monetary amount I think would have been better used to actually bring education to the places that I said, whether it's social workers, education, or healthcare professionals, the people that are going to deal with the future generations. So I was hoping that they would use that money to better for the next generation.